Hello, class. I thought I'd send out my feel good video a little early this week. I mean, it's finals week, so I'm sure you could use a little inspiration. And what better inspiration could you ask for than amazing science? And I'm looking at the year in pharma, and although pharma for some has some bad uh, karma, and especially with the recent news of the unfortunate violence against some members. But let us not forget what the importance of some of these drugs are, and how they do positively affect our lives. So a big one is the Ozempic drug, the glucagon-like peptide 1 receptor against the semaglutide in tirzepatide. So these here, and it's we found out is it's Ozempic, and it's having a wide range of applications. So weight loss, also with various other things, mental health diseases, kidney diseases. So this is interesting. This Ozempic, then, in that regards, may be a major discovery in medicine. So some other interesting things. Well, the Nobel Prizes. So the Nobel Prizes this year were very much about the chemistry and physiology was all about protein, and also uh, AI, training AI to understand how proteins work. And this is really, I think, shows the strength of humans working with computers. So I mean, we think AI. Some people worry about, like, I don't know, Skynet or something like that from Terminator. But right now, humans are still very relevant, and I mean, AI is just like kind of us having an electronic calculator to speed us along with our calculations. So we still have a lot of things we can do, and we're discovering things with the help of AI. So AI, humans are, like I said, humans are still valuable. We're not outdated yet. So other things, CRISPR drugs, and I'd say this is more of a therapeutic than a drug, but I mean, what is CRISPR therapeutics? So for sickle cell disease, and then using the modified cells back into the donors. This is a big one here: vaccines against dementia, and this is important for me because it runs in my family. So, I mean, in maybe not necessarily in 20 years, but in 30 years, I might start showing signs. Well, people say it's even earlier than that, but this is personally for me. This is a big one here, and like if you look at the diseases that people are getting, it's like when people die, we don't necessarily die too often from infectious disease. Although during the COVID pandemic, we had quite a spike of infectious disease deaths. But I mean, what really causes people death, it tends to be cancer and cardiovascular illnesses. So those are kind of the big ones, and so dementia. You could argue it's a brain, you could argue it's cardiovascular. So it's these slow diseases are the ones that get us, and this is a big deal, especially to me. It's a huge deal. Virologists kept busy, so various other things. So we had so H5N1 Mpox. I've never heard of Marburg before. That's a new one to me. So I mean, there were plenty of viruses that we came across. So okay, so top H1. So here's the Mpox, and here is the Marburg virus. Like I said, never heard of the Marburg. It kind of looks like a worm. Kind of scary. Well, Ebola kind of looks like a worm too, so we'll see. So radiopharma. This was also a big deal last year, but it improved even more. So this is, of course, more like the economics of it, that some companies are joining together, and they like a lot of these are cancer drugs. So for instance, like actinium 225, it's an alpha emitter, and if you put it among other things, it can take it to like somewhere like a bad area like a cancer cell, and then it can release its alpha particle and just beat that cancer particle to shreds. So that's anti-cancer drugs. So you can see we're staying alive longer. And antibody drug conjugates. So putting these on monoclonal antibodies. Viruses, they're protein coats surrounded by nucleic acids surrounded by protein coats, and then they can enter into cells to infect the cells and turn the cell into a virus factory. So what antibodies do is they gum up the virus, and it's unable to enter the cells. So they're looking at adding things to the antibodies, the monoclonal antibodies, the ones that we make, or program our bodies to make, seeing if that changes things. So it's interesting that this is research that shows promise. So we'll see. There could be another major discoveries in the future. Maybe it would even cure HIV. I don't know. That'd be nice. And here's a call for African scientists for African scientists, unfortunately, are regulated the sideline. So, anyways, hope you like seeing the amazing things of pharma. Although I know some people don't like big pharma, but it does improve our quality of life. It is scary how high health cost is. So I'm not arguing about that. I'm just talking about the science, and I think the science is really cool. So of course, but I'm also a scientist, so that makes sense. I hope you're staying sane. Finals are really stressful. It's stressful for me. It's probably more stressful for you. Heck, last week I literally had a dream that I was in hell. And so when I woke up, I'm like, well, that's an interesting dream. I guess maybe I should take it easy. So hopefully you're not being haunted in your dreams like I have. Hopefully you're staying sane, and I am sane. I'm okay. Don't worry. It was just a visit. I don't think I'm going there. At least I hope not. But I can tell you I didn't fit in. I don't think I belong there. So that's promising at the very least. But I hope you're doing well. Hope your mental health is doing well. And remember what I said before. It's okay to look after yourself this week. It's okay to not volunteer for the extra shift, not help your buddy move, to cheat a little bit on your diet if it's not medically mandated, kind of thing. So do whatever it is that you need to keep yourself sane. Do it, and of course, it's a short respite from that, because we all have responsibilities, right? So we can't just do that forever. But it's okay to cheat a little for the next bit while you're taking your final exams and doing your final projects. So, and let me know if you are facing any crises, and I'll do what I can to help. And if you're running any academic issues here, you've probably noticed that I've extended all the deadlines. So, I haven't. I can't extend them past December 20th, though. That's the absolute limit of my grace, because I have to submit the grades after that. And but I'm trying to give you guys as much time as you have, and I understand. And many of you are doing well. Most of you are right on track. But I understand that other people have run into issues, and that's fine. That's fine. Just realize that I have a deadline too. So, and I have to submit grades. And if I don't submit grades, then that's a tough day, because people need grades submitted for things like their financial aid and many programs, like the GI Bill. If the grades aren't submitted on time, then the students in the GI Bill can be affected, and so it's a big deal for many people. So that's something I cannot change. So, but this is my last uplifting video of the year. Well, every single message from me is uplifting, I hope. I will contact you after the end of the term when I submit grades and that kind of thing. But this is the last one for the year and the semester. So hope your fall 2024 went well, and that you're being equally brilliant during your finals and seeking inspiration. And again, I will contact you a little later in a week or so, a little less than a week. So good luck with the finals. Aloha.